Hello and welcome to the Secret Wealth Project. I'm Matt. How are you doing? Hope you're alright this evening, today, whenever you're watching this. Okay, so I don't usually make 2 videos in one day, but I've been getting such lovely feedback in a few Facebook groups, online arbitrage, specifically Facebook groups, that I thought I'd do another video today. Because I tell you what, I absolutely enjoy doing these videos. When they say find your passion and find something you would do and you'd wake up and you do it even if you didn't get paid for it, and you do it for free because you love it that much. That's what this is for me, guys. I know I'm relatively new to it, but I really enjoy it, and I really appreciate the comments and the kind words that you guys have given me in encouragement to keep me going on this journey. But I mean, like I say, I don't really need no encouragement because I love it, but I do really appreciate you guys watching it. And I really appreciate you guys giving me little comments and little pats on the back saying, well done, buddy, kind of thing. It means a lot. So I've been promising to do a sourcing video about reading Keepa charts, and that's what this video is going to be about. I've been trying to make this and some sourcing videos for a while using QuickTime Player, which has got a screen capture function on the Mac. And for some reason, it's just not been working. So I'm here with something called MonoSnap that I've just downloaded, and fingers crossed it's all going to go well. So bear with me if it's a bit clunky. I'm not used to doing these kind of screen capture kind of webcam cam things. And usually when I do the videos I can't actually see myself because I look directly into the little camera peephole thing, and in this I can kind of see myself. So it's a little bit weird, but I'm just going to keep going. So anyway, enough of me rambling. You've not come here to listen to that. What you've come to listen to is how to analyze a Keepa chart. So first of all, what would you use a Keepa chart for, and what does it do? So Keepa is like a free tool, a free Chrome extension that you can download and put in your web browser, and it tells you historical price and sales history on Amazon. I don't know if that's how they describe their service, but that's how I'm describing it, and that's how I use it. So basically what it means is you can look at any product pretty much on Amazon and see how much it sold for in the past, how many sellers were selling it, whether Amazon was selling it, all kinds of interesting information that you can't easily find elsewhere. There are other sites like Camel, but as much as it's highly respected and well established, I don't like it as much as I like Keepa. As far as I'm concerned, Keepa is amazing. So it's a free Google Chrome extension. Go download Keepa and install it on Chrome, and then come back, pause the video, come back, and then watch the rest of it. The other thing I use for my sourcing, other than the Keepa extension, or one of the other things, is FBA Wizard Fee Calculator, FBA Wizard Bar, and FBA Wizard Pro. If you've not got FBA Wizard yet, then go get it. There's a link down below in the comments section if you want to use my link. You'll get a free 7-day trial, and if you mention to me that you've bought it through my link, because I'll get a small affiliate commission if you do, if you stay past the trial, that is, not if you just try it for free. That's all yours, that's free, go for it. But if you stay past the trial and actually become a monthly subscriber, then I'll get a small affiliate commission. And to thank you for that, I'm not quite sure what I'll do yet, but I will do something for you. So if you drop me a message and say, look, I subscribed to FBA Wizard Pro, I wondered what kind of thing you was going to do for me, then I'll have come up with something by the time someone asks me. So yeah, hopefully it'll be something you're interested in. I've got a few ideas, but we'll see. So yeah, join FBA Wizard Pro. This is not a sales pitch. It's just so essential when it comes to sourcing for online arbitrage. So essential. That one tool is responsible for the vast majority of the 30-odd thousand pounds I've spent in the last few months sourcing stock for Q4. FBA Wizard Pro is pretty much responsible for a big hefty chunk of it. So yeah, go get it, install it, and you'll get these things here. So if you can see my pointer on the screen, you get this as part of FBA Wizard. it's got a few little different pieces of software in it. I've got all three. They're well worth it, so I would advise you do the same. My apologies if I don't know what's what with regards to what the different pieces of software are called. I just know that at first I resisted getting all three, and then when I got all three, I'm so glad that I did. So yeah, as you can see, what I've done is I typed in Barbie and I've just come to a random product, and I'm going to analyze this product as though I was looking to purchase it myself, okay? So I'm going to pretend that I can find this Barbie collector doll. I can't. I've not tried to source it. I literally went to Amazon and typed in Barbie, as you can see. Clicked on one of the listings. I've not looked at this before, so I'm going to literally be analysing it as a purchase in front of you guys. And my intention is to do 3 of these on this video, and then hopefully you'll be able to jump into my processes that I go through in my mind and kind of discover how to do it for yourself, and maybe tweak my process and make it right for you. So yeah, let's pretend I've seen this product in Toys R Us and it's £10 to buy, okay? So one of the things I do is I'd write £10 in the enter buy price in FBA Wizard fee calculator. And as you can see, current buy box price is £24.53. So the beauty of FBA Wizard Fee Calculator is it's all built into the browser. So as you're browsing these products, you can easily find a lot of the data that you're going to need right here in the bar. As you can see, you've got weight in kilograms. I mean, that's no use to most people unless you're some kind of robot. That's not going to be any use to you, but it's helpful that it's there. The category is toys and games. As you know, that's an ungated category. So pretty much anyone with an FBA account that's able to sell on Amazon can sell in toys and games. So that's good. And the sales rank is 20,591. So a lot of apps and a lot of people in the past have used sales rank as a judge of how well something's selling. As you probably already know, if the sales rank is low, that means that a product is selling really well. If it's high, it's not selling so well. So in toys and games, I've been mainly focusing on sales rank products below 160,000. If you go for something like 500,000 plus, or I don't know if there is a million on the UK, but if you go for 1 million, say, then it's probably never going to sell. So you don't want to be touching products like that. But depending on your strategy, depending on how much capital and how much inventory allowance you've got in Amazon and how long you're willing to tie that capital up for, might be the difference as to whether you're willing to buy a product that would sell very few per month, or you're only interested in the ones that would sell a lot per month. So 160,000 and below is a good starting point to use, as I've mentioned in another video. So I'm going to stop rambling again and I'm going to click calculate profit. Okay, so FBA Wizard speedily went out and did its magic, and you can see, so I've got the buy price 10, sell price £24.53. Experience tells me that this sell price is going to be fine and it's going to be profitable. I don't even need to look at this next stuff because basically if it's double the buy price, then even if you registered for VAT 9 times out of 10 or more than that, there's going to be some profit in it. So the fact that it's like not twice the buy price, it's 2.5 times the buy price or something like that. Anyway, my maths is not my strong point, but it's significantly over double. So what information that FBA Wizard Fee Calculator gives you is storage monthly, it's 6 pence. So if you bought this item, one of these, and it didn't sell for a whole month, Amazon are going to charge you 6 pence, but it tells you that right here. Okay, so a fulfillment fee. So when you send it into FBA and then the product sells, Amazon are going to charge you a fulfillment fee of £1.72. They're going to charge you a referral fee of £3.68, and their total fees are going to be £5.46. I'm not going to go into VAT and things like that because there might be VAT to add on to some of these costs, or you might be VAT registered, so you might be able to claim some of these costs back. But obviously, I'm not an accountant, so I'm not going to try and do that. But if you are, if you're interested in doing this seriously, then you do need to take your. Well, I mean, if you're interested in doing it at all, you need to take tax into account, definitely. And tax should be part of every decision you make because VAT especially can make or break the profit on a sale. So always take into account VAT and things like that. but it's beyond the scope of this video. So total fees are £5.46. So FBA Wizard has figured out that your profit, this does not take into account VAT if you're VAT registered or not, but your profit's going to be £9.7, which is a return on investment of 90.7%. So if you sell this product, I mean, it's not taking into account things like prep fees and sending in fees, but you can alter the settings in it, so you can take a lot of that into account. But this is kind of just straight out of the box like this. So it's basically saying if you sell this product, your profit will be, I mean, this is pretty precise, but it's approximate with regards to VAT and things like that. But your profit will basically be £9.07. So you'll get your £10 back and you'll get £9.07 on top. So that's almost doubling your money. As far as I'm concerned, it's fantastic. I like to look for ROIs of 60% at this point because I am VAT registered. It does put me at a slight disadvantage price-wise to other sellers that maybe aren't VAT registered. And with this business, I could set up a new company. I could just make it all about FBA, and it wouldn't need to be VAT registered because I've not been doing this long enough to really have the turnover to be VAT registered. But I figured I'd run it through one of my existing companies that is VAT registered, and I thought if I can't make this pay while I'm VAT registered, then there's no point in pursuing it. So even though I'm unnecessarily giving money to the tax man and the VAT man, I have no problem with that because I've no intention of keeping the turnover under £80,000 that it currently is before you have to register for VAT. So I'm just going to suck it up and carry on and accept it and just use it as motivation to kind of scale up quicker. So yeah, so you've got weight, toys and games, sales rank again. So this is a really, really handy thing. The first thing I probably do, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check that the product that I'm buying or looking to buy is the exact same product as it is on Amazon. Sometimes things might look pink, they might look like the same thing, and you're really certain they're the same thing, and then when you actually get them, it's like, no, that's not even the same thing. Take, for example, I was doing some sourcing, and I found some weird tow truck thing at Tesco, a toy tow truck. I bought loads of them, and I thought it was like some main branded tow truck because it looked like it in the photos and stuff, but when it came, it was like only available in Tesco. It said it all over the box, and it wasn't the product I thought it was, so it wasn't the arbitrage opportunity that I first expected. So I sent them back to Tesco and moved on. Not a problem. But yeah, the first thing you want to do is you want to check that the product is what you think it is. Again, I'm not going to go through in the exact order I would do these things, but I would do all of these things when analysing an arbitrage opportunity. But you've got 39 sales per month on this particular product. Again, FBA Wizard plugin is what's showing me this information. It's saying you've got 2 FBA sellers. It's a mid-risk buy box. A mid-risk buy box risk, I think that refers to Amazon jumping on taking the buy box and not giving it to you. I'm not scared of Amazon. I'll sell whatever Amazon's selling. I'd advise you do the same. But if Amazon's on a listing, then I might not be as aggressive in purchasing the depth of the product. So let's say if Amazon weren't on the listing and I was going to buy 30 units of something, maybe if Amazon are on the listing, I might consider 10 or 20 units. It might affect me a little bit, but not that much. I'm perfectly willing to compete with Amazon. That's not a problem. But this mid-risk buy box is referring to that. So chances are Wizard Pro thinks that this is a medium risk with Amazon stealing the buy box and never giving it you. That's how I understand that. It's the top 1%. The sales rank is the top 1% in the category, and it's selling 39 sales per month. Now these, as it says here, 30-day sales estimate. It's not a static thing. Like if you looked at the sales rank, it's too basic a calculation because a sales rank. Let's say I go on Amazon now and I buy 3 products, the same things. I buy 3 of these Barbies, and then I ring 5 of my mates up and I'm like, oh, you need to get these Barbies, they're really good. And then they go and buy the Barbies, then they tell their friends, and everyone's buying these Barbies. That sales rank is going to like go really fast downwards. But as soon as that hype's done and I'm done telling all my friends about buying Barbies, then it's going to go back to its normal sales volume. So if you made a purchasing decision based on the fact that it's selling 100 a month, but in reality it's me and my friends buying them, then you don't really want to be in that position to have bought too much product and not have anything to do with it. So sales rank, static sales rank is not a good indicator of how much a product would sell. You need to look at a more fluid indicator, and FBA Wizard Pro does a great job of this. It takes an average over time, and this is predicting 39 sales a month. But I'm going to show you how to get, not just take FBA Wizard Pro's opinion on it, I'm going to show you how to take Keepa's opinion on it and kind of make it a more solid buying decision. So now I've shown you FBA Wizard Pro's plugin features, which are alone fantastic, and you could actually make most purchasing decisions based on just this information. Having said that, I never would. When you combine FBA Wizard Pro with Keepa, wow, I cannot describe the difference. And again, Keepa is an absolutely free plugin that you need to be using. Okay, so I'm going to just go down to the Keepa charts now and just talk you through it quickly. Unfortunately, my ugly mug is a little bit in the way and there's not much I can do about it. So I do apologise, but I'm going to talk you through this right now. This is not an extensive, exhaustive discussion about Keepa. It's kind of like an overview. I'm already it's already a long video and I didn't want it to be this long, so it's going to be a lot longer. So this is probably going to be my longest video, and I hope you bear with me and I hope you stick with me. I hope you get some real value from this video. But I'm going to keep ploughing on and see what happens. So as we see it, this is Keepa, okay? So this is the price history and sales history of this Barbie product, okay? So along the bottom you can see date. So it's going from August all the way up to today's date, which is October the 26th, okay? That's because it's set on 3 months here. You can set it on year. So that gives you even more sales history, which is fantastic because, for example, if you want to see how well the product sold last Christmas, then you can do that. You can see how the sales rank changed, and I'll show you that in a second. But then if you look here, you can go to all 675 days, which is amazing. So that's pretty much the whole sales history as Keepa has been tracking on Amazon for this product, which gives you unbelievable, by the looks of it, it's like 2 years or something. It gives you an unbelievable insight as to how the price of this product's changed over time and the sales rank of this product's changed over time. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, one last thing. You can, if you click and drag, you can go to a specific part as well. So you don't just have to have like a 3-month window that Keepa suggests. You can kind of literally go, right, just interested in these couple of weeks or whatever, and it zooms right in there, which is fantastic. I'm going to so you've got day, week, month, and I'm going to return it to 3 months. Okay, I mostly use 3 months and a year, but sometimes I'll use all as well, depending on the product. But I'm just going to go for 3 months at the minute and show you what it all means. So the orange line here is Amazon. Okay, so Amazon has actively sold this product. As you can see, you've got the price next to it as well. So when I hover over, you can see, I can't point to it, but you can see it says Amazon £20.22. And then as you go, you can see as the dates change, the price changes. I'm not sure most consumers on Amazon are aware how fluid the prices are on Amazon. I think they just think this is the price. Like you go into a shop, this is the price. I'm not sure most consumers are aware of the fact that the price changes all the time. And sometimes you can get amazing deals. Sometimes the deals aren't so good. So for example, if you came to Amazon on or around August the 16th, and you bought this product from Amazon, you'd be paying £20.56. Fast forward a couple of months, and Amazon are charging you £34.41 for the exact same product. Not many businesses could get away with that kind of behaviour if the consumers knew of it. But it's a great thing because usually 9 times out of 10 for the customer, it goes in their favour. Products typically tend to get cheaper, not more expensive. Having said that, this one seems to be getting more expensive. So you've got orange line, which is Amazon. See this bit here where it stops? That's where Amazon's gone out of stock. Okay, and then they come back into stock, and then they go out of stock, back into stock, out of stock. And when they come back in this time, they're thinking, right, I'm going to make more money out of this, so the price is higher. Okay, so that's Amazon. The blue one you can see is new price. Okay, so that tracks the new price of sellers on Amazon. This is not typically the FBA price. This is well, it's not the FBA price. This, as I understand it, is the price of third-party sellers on Amazon selling that product, but it doesn't take into account their shipping costs. So you always have to remember that when you are analysing a product. So if you look at this, let's say, for example, where my pointer is now, I hope you can see that, it says new price £17.84. So chances are that wasn't £17.84 plus free shipping. That might have been £17.84 plus £3.95 postage and packing, or £5.95 postage and packing. So when you've got a blue line there, you can't take it as rock solid. Oh, this was selling on this for this price on Amazon, because in reality this price might be very different. £17.84 might have been plus £3.95 postage and packing, like I say. So it's actually more than that. So you need to remember that when you're just looking at the blue line. Something Keepa have amazingly added recently, which I love them for, are these little red triangles. Can you see them? So basically that is the FBA price. Okay, so there's FBA sellers on this listing selling for $24.99 at this point, $24.99 at this point, and then $20.99 at this point. So as you can see, you can build up a great picture of how the price has performed over time for this particular item by FBA seller, their prices, Amazon's prices, new prices, list price you can kind of ignore, it's a bit of a joke. And then the other thing is, usually there is a used price as well. Where's that gone? I don't know if that's suggesting there's no used products or what. There's probably no used ones on this particular listing, but that's that colour there. The only other main thing on this top Keepa chart is this green line. This green line is the magic line. This is where the magic happens, okay? So this is sales rank. And as you can see, obviously it's date along the bottom, it's pounds up the left-hand side, pound amount, and then on the right-hand side, it's sales rank. So as you can see, this you can track how this product has performed with regards to sales. So as you can see here, as the price has increased, look, the blue line, the new sellers, the prices have gone up. The FBA seller price has gone up. So here it was the FBA price was $18.99 just here. And then here, say for example, it's $26.99, so it's gone up significantly. But that's had the effect of slowing down the sales of this product. So as you can see, this green line, the lower it is, the faster this product sells. So this green line is increasing, and I would suggest that's because Amazon, FBA and third-party sellers have all decided we're going to charge more money for this product. So the sales have slowed down because it's all about supply and demand and pricing factors. If something's cheap, more people buy it. If something's expensive, less people buy it, but obviously there's more margins in it. So as you can see, the price has gone up and the sales rank has dropped, as in the green line is going up, which means the sales rank is dropping, so it's selling less at that level. But see all these bouncy things, see how there's lots of peaks and troughs on this green line. That's always good to see. They kind of represent a sale or multiple sales at some point in time. So when I see the green line doing lots of this, it's always a good sign. Hopefully one of these other examples will show you a slower selling product, so you'll see what I mean. But for example, if this green line wasn't wiggling up and down like this, so the sales rank wasn't fluctuating because people were buying the product, then this green line might, for example, have a slow trajectory upwards like this, and that would mean probably no one's bought it during that whole time. But this one's a very healthy product. As FBA Wizard has predicted, it's doing 39 sales a month, which is a very, very, very good, healthy amount of sales for a product. So that's why you're getting this wiggly green line. Again, this is almost a half-hour video. I do apologise for it being long, but stick with me and I'll do my best to deliver great value in this video going forward. So if we just quickly look at this second part of the Keepa graph, Keepa chart, the main thing here, they've just added review count, which is interesting but probably not groundbreakingly important to your buying decisions. There are times when I do check reviews. For example, if I'm thinking about buying lots of a product and it's just received 3 one-star reviews in a row, then I don't really want to be buying that product until I see how those reviews have affected the price of the product going forwards, or the demand for the product going forward. So it's not like I totally ignore review counts, but it's not something that's a massive decision maker. I go on sales numbers and sales rank and prices and things like that for my purchasing decisions. But as you can see, the most important thing on this lower Keepa chart is this bluey purple line thing. Basically, it's the amount of other sellers selling this product on this listing. As you can see, it goes up and down depending on as people are selling things. Now, this is an interesting thing, and I don't want to make this video too advanced. I feel like I've probably made it already too advanced for your average beginner. But at the same time, I want to put a bit of value in there for you intermediate and advanced guys, just in case you don't already know this. You probably do. But for example, if I'm thinking about buying a product, but it looks like Amazon are a bit holding on to the buy box, they don't really want to give it up, I'll sometimes look at this new offer count. And for example, if I think Amazon are likely to be aggressive with a buy box and keep it for themselves, I'll look and see, has the new seller count gone up and down over time? If the new seller count's going up and down, then it means that Amazon almost certainly are sharing the buy box, because new sellers are going out of stock, which means Amazon must be sharing the buy box, or I assume that they're sharing the buy box, and that's why the sellers are going out of stock. So this is interesting, and obviously, to a certain extent, the less sellers on a listing, the better, because you've got less competition. For example, if there's just 2 of you on a listing, you and another guy, and you both play nice. Let's say the product price is £20, and you're not one of these guys that wants to go $19.99, so then he goes $19.98, so then you go $19.97, and you fight until there's no money left. I truly believe those people are absolute idiots. There's no need to act like that on Amazon. If you share the buy box, if you basically match your competitors' pricing, it keeps both of your margins nice and high. So if you're up against a seller and you're priced the same, that's a lovely situation to be in. But let's say seller number 3 is an idiot, and he comes along and thinks, I'm going to undercut these guys, and goes cheaper. That's obviously not as good a situation, because he's probably going to steal the buy box for a penny, which you guys aren't going to do. You're going to at least match him. So then you match him, and then everyone just races to the bottom. Always a bad situation. But my point is, if you've got 2 sellers on there, there's a lot less chance that they're going to play dirty with each other. There's more chance they're just going to share it and take the sales as they come. If there's 30 sellers, there's more chance you've got some idiots in there that are penny underpricing, and then that's where you probably want to avoid competition to a certain extent. But don't avoid competition, because at the end of the day, competition is unavoidable, and you just got to deal with it as best you can. But I always try to encourage match pricing, guys. Match pricing. Share the sales. Keep the margins. Sales, what is it? Sales, turnover is vanity, profit is sanity. And there's so much truth in that. Who cares if you sold £1,000 worth of products today? You don't impress me if your margins are £10 out of that 1,000 or even £50 out of that 1,000. I'm not impressed. If you tell me you've sold £100 worth of products, but your profit margin is 50 quid, now I'm impressed. You know, profit is fantastic. Turnover is a joke. Turnover is just, it's nothing if there's no profit attached to it. So anyway, I've gone off on another tangent and the video just gets longer. But again, I'm going to keep ploughing on and try and offer as much value as I can during the rest of the video. So that's the basic elements of a Keepa graph. As you can see, you can track it over time. There is one more thing that is really interesting, and it's this statistics thing. If you hover over it, you can see the prices that Amazon, new, used, and sales rank average prices over the last 90 days. So if you can see that, there's average Amazon price is £25.21. Really useful for making some purchasing decisions. If you're not sure what the price is likely to be, you can sometimes use an average. The highest price Amazon's ever been is $42.99. Their current price is $34.19, and the lowest price is £18.75. This is all amazing information, along with the sales rank stuff on the right. Again, I want to make this more of an overview today. I'll probably go into it in more detail in the future. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get to analyze all of these products, these three products, because I don't want the video to be much longer. So I'm just going to analyze this particular product, and then I will save analysis of products for another video. So you'll have to bear with me. But let's go through this one. So if I'm using my brain to buy this product, it's on £10, Toys R Us. I've entered the buy price in there. I've entered the sell price, which usually is pre-populated unless Amazon's not giving anyone the buy box. You click calculate profit, and your profit is £9.07. Fantastic. Your ROI is 90.7%. So if I could buy this product, I would buy it all day long because it's fantastic. I like to see 60% here because of those same idiots that like to penny underprice to get the buy box, and they just get reprices that aggressively attack the price and then throw away all the profit like idiots. My apologies if you're one of them, but you're an idiot. It's easy for me to say that. You've got to do your own strategy. What's right for you is right for you, but I don't agree with that kind of style of business, like I say. But yeah, your ROI on this product is 90.7. But let's say some of them penny repricer guys come on and start destroying the margins. If this is 90% ROI already, then you've got a long way to go before they destroy all your margins. So you'd set a minimum that you was willing to sell at. I personally like a minimum of 60%. I will go lower. I do go lower, but with Q4 coming, I don't think you need to, guys. It's going to sell. So I like my ROI to say 60% there. Then you take some VAT off, you take some costs off. You're still probably left with the best part of 40%, even if you've polybagged it, paid to send it in and things like that. So you're still looking at a 40% ROI from 60% ROI. From this 90% ROI product, you're looking at, I don't know, probably 70% ROI or something like that. Without using a calculator or something, I can't tell you the exact figures, but this is very, very, very healthy ROI figures, and this will be a great purchase. So it's selling $39 a month, which is fantastic. It's nice, healthy sales. Buy price is £10, sell price £24.53. There's great margins. I'm going to look at the previous sales price. Again, I'm not usually looking for reasons to buy a product. I'm usually looking for good reasons not to buy it. Usually FBA Wizard Pro has given me loads of good reasons when it's sourced, when it's found the software, when it's found the product, when it's sourced the product. It's already given me loads of reason to buy that product. I'm looking for reasons as to why I don't want to buy that product, or the risk's too high for that particular product. So I'm going to look at the Keepa graph. Right now I can see that Amazon's on the listing. It's a small red flag, but it's no deal breaker. Like I say, the new offer count is wiggling around nice and healthily, so Amazon clearly share the buy box. What I do like to see is I don't like to see arbitrage opportunities created because of a recent sales spike. What I mean by that is, if this is only a good purchase because this price has spiked up to something higher, let's say all year round it was £10 on Amazon, and then it spiked at the last week or two to £25, and that's why the opportunity is showing itself, I've no interest in buying something like that. I don't mind when when this graph is showing a drop in price this way, then that's a good time to buy. When the price is low at its lowest and there's still profit, you've still got a margin there, a decent healthy margin, that's when you want to be buying a product. You don't want to be buying a product when the graph is going this way and the arbitrage opportunity has only been created because of this. On this particular product, I can see that the price was recently, or relatively recently, quite significantly lower, to a point whereby, let's say for example, this new FBA third-party price here of $18.99. If I was to enter $18.99 sale price into here, all of a sudden this 90% ROI gets a lot less interesting. It's 43.6%. Now, a lot of people will be going, screaming at the TV, screaming at the monitor, going, no, man, I still buy that, I'll still buy that. Hey, that's your decision. If you want to still buy that 43.6%, go ahead. Personally, being VAT registered and knowing that the penny reprices or Amazon or all kind of things could go wrong, I probably wouldn't touch this product when it's listed at 43.6% ROI right now. Because chances are this will dip a little bit. The ROI will probably decrease over time with these idiots competing with each other until they go out of stock, and then it'll come back up again. But yeah, I probably wouldn't touch it at that level. So that's a little bit of a red flag, the fact that the price was lower there. But the price has been quite consistently higher for a period of time. It's very nice to see a 3-month period of time if you can here. And oh, sorry, I've got that selected as a month. Okay, that's more interesting. So this is a 3-month one. This is my default view. I would look at 3 months. So as you can see, the average is quite significantly lower. So Amazon's selling there for about £22. FBA price is about £22, £21, £20. So I like to take worst case scenarios. What do they say? Plan for the worst and hope for the best. I like to take worst case scenarios. So I know a lot of people buying online arbitrage products would go, no, this product is now selling for $34.19 by Amazon. FBA third party price is £28. That's what the price is. I don't do it that way because I think as quick as this product jumped to this price, it could jump straight back down. And then if you bought the product based on the arbitrage opportunity having this kind of margin in it at this level, when it jumps back down, you're left holding the bag. So with this price being significantly lower, I would look at seeing if the arbitrage opportunity still worked at these lower price points. I'm going to zoom out to a year just to see if it holds true over time. So as you can see, this has been significantly higher, but a good significant time ago. It's higher right now, so really this is not a slam dunk either way. Some people will go, well, it's been a high price here, it's high price now, let's buy it. I'm a little less gung-ho than that. I like to be a little bit more certain on my purchases. So I'm going to see if, at worst case scenario, when the price is around, let's say £20 for ease of working out sake, because it's £20 for a lot of this. But when the price is £20, can I still make a profit? So if buy price is 10, sell price is 20, right, so the ROI is 52.2%. So worst case scenario, the price drops back down there. I've paid a tenner for them. The ROI at that point is still quite healthy. Remember, I'm going to hope that the price stays up here and I'm getting a 90% ROI. But worst case scenario, it's not likely to drop a whole lot less than this because it's found that floor over time. It's found that bottom kind of price point. So I would buy this product based on worst case scenario, it being 52% ROI, which is still very, very healthy. Again, most people would snap the hand off at that kind of ROI anyway, especially with the sales being this quick. I just like my magic number of 60. But with the usual price, with the current price being 90% ROI, this is a definite buy at that kind of level. Worst case scenario, you walk away with 52% ROI. Best case, 90%. It's likely to be somewhere in between, but either way, you're winning. So Good product. So one last thing I would do, that's the Keepa chart and FBA Wizard Pro. They're an amazing couple of ways. Again, I'll post the link for the Keepa chart download page if I can in the comments below, and I'll post the link for FBA Wizard software in the comments below. But this is one last thing you want to do. So you've looked everything on that first page, the FBA Wizard Pro, the Keepa, the sales figures, the prices, everything looks good to me. The ROI, it's all good. So at that point, what I would do is, I mean, some people would say, oh no, there's too many sellers on this. Look, you've got 20 odd FBA sellers, or 20 odd sellers, even if they're not FBA sellers. You've got 20 odd sellers. So I wouldn't buy that product, too many sellers. But the way I see it is, I'm not competing with 20 sellers. If there's 50 sellers on there, I don't care. I'm not competing with 50 sellers. I'm competing with the sellers that I've figured out that arbitrage opportunity on their figures. So when I scroll down here, I can see this. Again, this is FBA Wizard that puts this information here, which is amazing. So you've got 20 MF sellers, and you've got 2 FBA sellers. Again, the less FBA sellers on here, the better for you. So again, these are not red flags having so many sellers on there. They're actually a positive. Because if you're selling FBA and there's only 2 FBA sellers, well, they're really your only competition. Because as I've told you in previous videos, let's say there was no FBA sellers on this listing and you're competing against Med Club. This guy here is priced at £24.53 plus £4.16. What you do is you get your calculator up. I'll do it. So you get your calculator up. You type in £24.53 plus £4.16. So that's essentially his price. His price is not £24.53. It's actually £28.69, okay? So what I would do then is I would times that by 1.13. Now in my testing, this means you could list this product FBA at £32.41 and you'll still get the buy box. It's actually a little bit higher than that, but for a safe buffer, I would probably go to £32.39. Nice, safe, good looking number that will get you the buy box from this guy here right there. So you don't really need to be scared of MF sellers. You don't really need to be scared of anyone, but you need to make your arbitrage purchasing decisions based on these guys. So the fulfilled by Amazon, this guy here, they're the ones you want to look at. Something else I should mention, look, powered by FBA Wizard. It tells you their stock levels, which again, when you're making a purchasing decision, this can be absolutely invaluable. And I wouldn't make a purchasing decision without knowing how much stock all my competitors have got. Again, this might not be the best example to show you why, but I'll do that maybe in a future video. But as you can see, Amazon are listed and they're selling, but they've only got 5 items in stock. Well, that means unless they've got some more on the way, they're likely to go out of stock soon, which more power to you. That means you'll be able to dominate a little bit easier. But it looks like, I mean, this guy's only got 1 item. So this FBA seller, he's about out of stock. Amazon are about out of stock. And then your next FBA seller's only got 1 item. So if you could get these products and send them into FBA, this is looking like a really good product, because when you're an FBA seller, then you can kind of push around the merchant fulfilled sellers. You can kind of dominate with simple little tactics. Amazon prefers FBA sellers because they make more money on it, I think, and they can definitely control the customer service flow and the customer experience a lot better when it's fulfilled by Amazon. So they prefer you to use fulfilled by Amazon. So they give you a good incentive to do that, and they basically offer you the buy box a lot more often than these guys say, for example. And like I say, you can price 13% more expensive than Med Club in this example, and you will get the buy box as a FBA seller. So this guy is actually selling himself short here. He could actually increase his prices if you'd watched my videos and knew you could times it by 1.1, times this guy's price by 1.13 and still retain the buy box. So anyway, I'm going around in the circles. This shows you total stock on the page. So all the sellers on this page, they have 47 items in total. There's 3 pages of sellers. So if I click on next, you'll see this page of sellers has 103 items in total. Now you might start thinking, oh God, look at all these sellers, look at all this competition. Oh God, they've got 103. That's a lot of items. But you're not competing against these people, guys. You're competing against, I tell you who you're competing against. You're competing against this guy, but like I say, you can be the big bully in the playground. You don't need to worry too much about this guy unless he's really aggressive with his pricing. So you don't need to worry about him. He's happy. He'll happily sit on that listing. It's not costing him any money in storage fees in Amazon or anything like that. So he's happy to just sit there and wait till it sells. It's just another kind of like another advert for him. This guy is your competition, but because he's only got 1 item left, I almost think he's not your competition either. Amazon are your competition. So what I would do in this circumstance, I would probably list this product at the same price as Amazon's selling it at, £34.19. Amazon's probably going to share the buy box with you, and if they don't, let's face it, in a few days, probably by the time you've sourced your stock and send it into Amazon FBA and it's showing in your inventory, Amazon are going to be out of stock anyway. They might get some in, so what? You know, just match their price. Boom. Sometimes you might have to be a little bit cheaper than Amazon to take the buy box, but I found that you can typically price at Amazon's price and you'll take the buy box. But like I say, they're going to sell out soon anyway, so potentially you're not even competing against Amazon. You're probably looking at this guy, $34.91. In fact, no, not even this guy. Yeah. So it'll probably end up being this Med Club guy that you're actually competing against. But as we know, we can list 13% more expensive than him and we'll take the buy box. So just looking at that, don't look at this figure and go, oh, there's 22 sellers here, there's loads of stock, I'm competing against all these people. No, you're not. You're competing against, at most, this first page. And more realistically, you're competing against the lower priced FBA sellers, Amazon, and the very, very most aggressive MF sellers. But again, it's a handful of people. It might be 2, 3, 4, 5 sellers maximum that you're actually competing with. If you can't make the deal work competing against the cheapest guys, just don't buy the product. Stay out the deal, let someone else have it. So that's pretty much everything. I would buy this product, and I would, depending on how deep you want to go for it, I'd probably buy about 30 units. I might buy a bit more knowing Christmas is coming. I typically like to buy probably a month's worth of what FBA Wizard tells me the selling. So let's say it was selling 4 a month. If I was to buy that product, some people don't want it because it's too slow selling, but let's say I was going to buy a product that was selling 4 a month according to FBA Wizard, I would probably buy 5 units. You know, I know there's other people that are going to be taking some of them sales, but that's just my thing. In this example, 39 sales a month, I'm probably going to buy 30 units just because I probably don't want to buy more than £300 worth of this particular product, just in case something goes wrong, like Amazon come in and decide they're going to sell it for a tenner, and they've got all the stock in the world, or something else bad happens. You know, you've got to kind of limit your depth in a product or limit your risk somewhat. Okay, so I've talked enough. This is a 48-minute video as of this point, and probably be over 50 minutes by the time I'm done talking. So my mouth is going a bit sore. Now I've learnt something doing this video. I know that next time I need to keep a glass of water in and keep having sips, or I'm not going to be able to enter X Factor. Not that I can sing, but even if I could, I'm not going to be able to do no X Factor in because my mouth is I'm not going to be able to sing anymore. Again, not that I can. So I'm rambling now. I'm going to leave you with that thought, guys. Please, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. If it was too long, if it was too complicated, if I went over things too fast, if you've got any questions, please, please, please let me know, whether that's in one of the Facebook groups or preferably on the video below so I know what it's referring to. Please let me know. Comment and tell me what you'd like to see me do differently, like what you'd like to see me do better or next. You tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it for you. I'm here to serve you. I want to give you as much free value. I want to give you more free value than the courses and the coaches are giving you and charging you rip-off prices for. I want to give you everything I've got, not just about online arbitrage. I want to talk about property. I want to talk about shares. I want to talk about active and passive cash flowing assets. I want to talk about the bond market. I want to talk about property, HMOs, vanilla buy-to-lets, converting commercial property into residential. I want to talk about expensive cars. I want to talk about your future dreams. I want to talk about motivation. There's lots I want to talk about on these videos. This is by no means going to be an online arbitrage channel over the longer term. I'm just choosing to focus on this right now because this is my focus in business because of Q4, and I like to set up systems and get things in place, get my employees working on something, and then when they know what they're doing and I can fully leave them to it, I move on to the next thing, build that, and then hoping with the intention of building multiple streams of income. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please, 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 I've spent almost an hour of my life right now doing this video for you. If you did like it, please just click like, okay? Let me know that you liked it. And if you want to see more videos, please click subscribe, okay? Down there, I think it is. Click subscribe. It means a lot. I look at this stuff. As much as you guys refresh your Amazon sales 20,000 times every hour, I refresh my YouTube subscribers and look at my real-time stats like all the time, just as much as I check my Amazon sales. And when I see someone's watching my videos, it fills me with excitement. I just love it. And when I see someone subscribed, I'm like, yes. You guys are not just numbers. It's not like there's a million people on this channel. You guys actually matter to me, each and every one of you. So I want you to take so much value from this channel. I want you to almost know you've got a secret, and that is the Secret Wealth Project. You know, there's a little secret you've got, this guy that's making videos that hopefully you enjoy as much as I enjoy making them, and hopefully you get value from. And I want you to have that little secret, and maybe even share the secret if you like it that much. But have that little secret thing in your bag, that little, like a Swiss Army knife. You know, Matt's always there giving you a few little motivating tips and stuff that might help you out. Anyway, I'm done. I've talked too much. This is done. 52 minutes and 19 seconds. This has been the Secret Wealth Project. I'm losing my voice, literally. This has been the Secret Wealth Project. My name's Matt. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, click like and comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.